In The Wisdom of the Bullfrog, Admiral William McRaven shares invaluable insights and lessons gleaned from his remarkable 40-year career as a former American naval admiral. Known as the Bullfrog, he earned this prestigious title as the longest-serving frogman and Navy SEAL on duty. Having undergone the rigorous training of Bud.S. throughout his extensive service, McRaven led diverse teams, including Marine raiders, ship and submarine officers, Air Force pilots, civil servants, doctors, and students. Each day, he encountered new leadership challenges, some easier than others, but all contributing to his wealth of knowledge. Despite the complexities he faced, McRaven firmly believes that leadership is not a complicated endeavor. According to McRaven, leadership is about accomplishing a task with the available people and resources while upholding the integrity of one's institution. Leaders must inspire their teams and effectively manage the necessary resources to achieve their goals. However, it is not solely about achieving objectives. Maintaining the organization's reputation is equally crucial. Failure to do so amounts to overall failure, regardless of the task's success. In this book summary, we explore 5 of the 18 sayings that guided Admiral McRaven throughout his illustrious career. These sayings are not mere words but the result of his blood, sweat, and tears. While your own path may be challenging, the wisdom encapsulated within this book summary will help illuminate your journey and provide valuable clarity. Chapter 1: Leading with Honor, the Foundation of Great Leadership. Honor serves as the bedrock of exceptional leadership, but its true meaning may elude some. In essence, honor encompasses doing the right things for the right reasons. When you lead with honor, your colleagues will steadfastly stand by your side, regardless of the challenges that lie ahead. The phrase, "death before dishonor," traces its origins back to the ancient Greek Stoics. Over time, it found resonance with historical figures like Julius Caesar, who proclaimed, "I love the name of honor more than I fear death." Marine Sergeant John Basilone, the sole recipient of both the Medal of Honor and the Navy Cross in World War II, even tattooed this motto on his left arm. In his honor, the United States Marine Corps has informally adopted it as a guiding principle. During a speech on leadership to cadets at the United States Military Academy in 2014, Admiral McRaven emphasized the difficulty of leadership. He acknowledged that human interactions, particularly in trying times, can be immensely challenging. Those who navigate these complexities with skill and integrity earn the respect of their peers. Unfortunately, instances of poor leadership are all too prevalent. At the United States Military Academy, the Cadet Honor Code asserts, "A cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do." This foundational code enables the institution to produce leaders of character, who embody principles of honor, integrity, and honesty. To become a remarkable leader, you too must establish your own code of conduct. This code will serve as a compass to guide your decisions and actions. While you may occasionally make mistakes or exhibit lapses in judgment, maintaining a sense of honor should always be paramount. Some may argue that discerning the right course of action can be difficult. However, Admiral McRaven counters this notion by asserting that knowing what is right is seldom the challenge. It is the difficulty of doing what is right that often poses a test. Sometimes, the right choice may seem unattainable, resulting in failure. On other occasions, the difficulty may arise from the impact of your decisions on your colleagues or friends. Yet, this is the essence of good leadership, to navigate these complexities while upholding honor. Chapter 2: Who Dares Wins, the Power of Bold Leadership. In 1942, British officer David Stirling embarked on daring raids against German panzer forces in North Africa with a small group of commandos. Concealing their true mission, they operated under the name SAS, the Special Air Service. Stirling's innovative strategy involved leading 18 jeeps armed with machine guns in attacks on German airfields and fuel depots. The devastating results earned him the nickname Phantom Major, from none other than Erwin Rommel himself. Despite being captured, escaping, and captured once again, Stirling's exploits persisted. When tasked with creating a motto for the SAS, he chose "Qui odet adepiciter," who dares wins. This motto encapsulated the spirit of the commando unit and highlighted the crucial distinction between great leaders and average ones. Fast forward to May 1, 2011, when Vice Admiral William H. McRaven found himself in the Tactical Operations Center in Jalalabad, Afghanistan. The night marked Operation Neptune's Spear, the mission that aimed to capture Osama bin Laden. Addressing the SEALs, Command Sergeant Major Chris Ferris invoked the British saying, "Who dares wins." He acknowledged the risks they were about to undertake but expressed unwavering confidence in their victory. It is important to recognize that daring does not equate to taking unnecessary risks. Instead, it involves boldness, seizing opportunities others shy away from, and meticulous risk mitigation. In the 3 weeks leading up to the bin Laden raid, the SEALs devoted 75% of their time to meticulous planning, leaving nothing to chance and considering every possible contingency. This rigorous preparation ultimately contributed to the mission's success, with bin Laden's remains laid to rest at sea. The 3 words, "Who dares wins," not only resonate with commando units but also define the distinction between exceptional leaders and mediocre ones. Throughout history, risk-takers in various fields, be it business, sports, entertainment, or the arts, have recognized the inherent opportunities in taking risks. However, alongside their boldness, successful individuals demonstrate a commitment to planning and preparation. In fact, "Who dares wins" is often complemented by "Who plans and prepares wins." Weak-kneed leaders have no place in this equation. True leaders must be bold and actively seek out opportunities to take calculated risks. They must devote time and effort to thorough planning and preparation, minimizing potential pitfalls. Furthermore, they must learn from their mistakes and remain ready for the next significant risk. Failure never defines them but serves as a stepping stone towards growth and success. Chapter 3: Smelling Like Sheep, the Essence of Authentic Leadership. In June 1974, a young midshipman named William McRaven finds himself deployed to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii aboard the USS Owlet. It's his first night on the ship, and as he quietly climbs to his bunk, he accidentally steps on the person below. What emerges is a towering Samoan giant, clearly unamused by the encounter. In the dim lighting, his eyes glimmer red. The Samoan, named Ricky, grabs McRaven's shirt, demanding to know who he is. McRaven introduces himself and apologizes profusely. Ricky, with a touch of humor, declares, "I've only got one face, and it's pretty. The ladies like it this way." He releases McRaven's shirt and assists him in stowing it away for the night. Thus begins a 7-week journey where McRaven shares quarters, meals, and duties with the sailors. Throughout this time, McRaven learns valuable lessons from his fellow sailors, guided by Ricky's mentorship. He discovers that every sailor has a unique story, from their reasons for joining the service to their hometowns and families. They share tales of overseas deployments, ranging from near shipwrecks to personal tattoos and romantic encounters. McRaven realizes the importance of building relationships with his sailors and understanding their individual narratives. Most importantly, the sailors impart valuable insights into what they expect from their officers. They appreciate officers who are willing to get their hands dirty, working alongside them in the sweltering 120-degree boiler room or assisting with mundane tasks like sweeping duties. They value officers who express gratitude for their efforts and make difficult decisions when necessary. Above all, they desire officers who will make them proud. Pope Francis once remarked that a shepherd should smell like his sheep. This sentiment aligns with the philosophy of great leaders. Losing touch with those who work under you can lead to ineffective leadership and flawed decision-making. Therefore, it is vital to share in the hardships and camaraderie with your employees. Let them witness your humanity and, most importantly, listen to them. In doing so, you may discover that they hold the solutions to the very challenges you are grappling with. Chapter 4: The Power of Clear Communication. San Clemente Island, a rugged outpost in the Pacific Ocean, serves as the backdrop for the grueling third phase of Navy SEAL training. Trainees, after enduring 6 months of intense preparation, face 3 weeks of physical and mental challenges on this unforgiving island. The trials begin with a 3-mile swim followed by a 16-mile run, a 5-mile swim, and demanding tasks such as demolition and weapons work. The trainees are pushed to their limits, with constant harassment aimed at breaking their spirit. This phase of training also tests the leadership skills of the officers. One of the most critical assessments is the ambush drill, where instructors simulate an ambush using blank ammunition and grenades. The platoon leader is tasked with swiftly guiding the platoon out of the kill zone. For Admiral McRaven, commanding his platoon during the ambush drill was a moment that demanded his team's full attention and unwavering trust. The platoon had to act as a cohesive unit, or disaster would loom. As the ambush began from the right, blocking all other escape routes, the textbook response was to move left. However, McRaven saw an alternative strategy, a chance to flank the instructors and launch a counter-ambush from behind. Acting on his instincts, he executed the plan, neutralizing the instructors with blanks and securing victory for his platoon. However, upon returning to his team, McRaven faced admonishment from both the instructors and his platoon. It became clear to him that he had neglected his primary duty, ensuring the safety and well-being of his men. In the midst of his individual triumph, he had failed to communicate his intentions and actions, leaving his team bewildered and exposed in the kill zone. This experience taught McRaven a crucial lesson: effective leadership hinges on clear and consistent communication. While it is widely recognized that communication is vital, many leaders falter because they neglect to articulate their goals and intentions to the entire team. Communication requires deliberate effort to ensure messages are delivered accurately and feedback is received. Leaders must establish channels of communication that flow in both directions, from top to bottom and vice versa. Every member of the organization, from top executives to frontline workers, should understand the organization's goals and values. Above all, leaders must continuously communicate their actions and decisions to the team. Transparent and open communication fosters trust, enables collaboration, and ensures everyone is aligned towards a common purpose. In the chaotic world of leadership, where split-second decisions can mean the difference between success and failure, effective communication stands as the pillar that holds teams together. Chapter 5. Standing before the long green table. In October 1925, General Billy Mitchell found himself in the midst of a court-martial. He was a visionary who firmly believed that war was imminent and that the Air Force should be unified, standing as a formidable force alongside the Army and Navy. Mitchell's conviction was met with resistance from the established military leadership, who were hesitant to embrace the concept of an independent Air Force. At the core of Mitchell's argument was his belief that a battleship could be destroyed by a bomber, an idea vehemently opposed by the Navy, who went to great lengths to stage demonstrations showcasing battleship survivability. Undeterred, Mitchell conducted a valid test that conclusively proved the effectiveness of aerial bombing against battleships. Despite the undeniable evidence, the Army and Navy continued to resist the idea of a unified Air Force. Mitchell's vocal accusations against the leadership's mishandling of national defense ultimately led to his court-martial, where he stood before the long green table, facing a panel of 13 military officers. Unwavering in his convictions, Mitchell asserted that his actions were morally, legally, and ethically necessary to address the critical issue at hand. Nevertheless, he was found guilty. However, history would ultimately vindicate General Billy Mitchell. In the years that followed, American bombers filled the skies over Germany during World War II, showcasing the tremendous power and effectiveness of air power. In 1947, the United States Air Force was officially established, with Mitchell posthumously recognized as the father of the Air Force. His unwavering dedication to his beliefs and his willingness to stand before the long green table in defense of what he knew to be right eventually reshaped the military landscape. Mitchell's trial raises important questions for leaders. Can you confidently stand before the long green table, knowing that your actions are moral, legal, and ethical? Are you prepared to justify your decisions based on these principles? Leaders must possess the moral courage to make tough choices and advocate for what they believe to be right, even in the face of opposition and criticism. While not every leader will face a literal court-martial, the metaphorical long green table serves as a symbol of the challenges and dilemmas leaders encounter. It represents those pivotal moments when leaders must defend their actions and decisions, demonstrating their unwavering commitment to upholding moral and ethical standards. Summary: a leader requires various qualities, including possessing integrity and valuing honor above all. They should be willing to take risks, understanding that those who dare to take risks are the ones who succeed. It is important for a leader to spend time with their team, as a shepherd should be familiar with the scent of their sheep. Effective communication of their actions is crucial for a leader, emphasizing the need to communicate clearly and consistently. Lastly, leaders must take responsibility for their actions, being willing to face scrutiny and be held accountable. Admiral McRaven reminds us that while leadership is challenging, it is not overly complicated. He acknowledges that even after 4 decades of leadership experience, he continues to learn from various sources such as students, colleagues, board members, family, and friends. However, he emphasizes the certainty that one must strive to give their best effort every single day. Now, thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And in case you want to buy the book, use the link in the description. Trust me, you won't regret it.